Welcome to Tiny Pep Talks for Step Parents, a short weekly podcast with new episodes every Sunday. For today's pep talk, my number one stepmom mistake. Boy, oh boy, do I wish I'd started educating myself about all this blended family stuff way earlier on this adventure. Last week, I got a DM from a gal wanting more resources to help her navigate the messy business of dating a guy with kids. I suggested a few books and a few blog posts, thinking about what would give her a broad yet honest overview without scaring her off. It's a fine line. She thanked me and told me she actually already owned some of those books but hadn't read them yet because she and her boyfriend aren't engaged yet and she didn't want to jinx it. Which brings me to the topic of today's episode. Please, please, please do not wait until you are an official, quote-unquote, step-parent to start educating yourself on this stuff. Thinking I wasn't a real stepmom unless Dan and I were living together and or married is seriously the biggest mistake I made. And I say this as someone who made many, many mistakes. I missed out on so many opportunities to be a better stepmom simply because I didn't consider myself a stepmom. I didn't research anything about blended family life, really, till the shit hit the fan. And then the research was not only overwhelming, but guilt-inducing as I realized all the red flags I missed and just how many things Dan and I had done completely wrong. I'm embarrassed at how naive this sounds now, but it literally never occurred to me that being a step-parent would be all that different from being a parent. And I was already a parent. So I figured dating someone else with a kid wouldn't be that big a deal. A huge challenge of the step-parenting role is trying to figure out when, in fact, that role begins. Obviously, it's not on the first date. That would be crazy. Yet it doesn't make sense to think we're not step-parents until we move in together or get married. Blending a family takes 5 to 7 years, and those years do start on your very first date, even if you don't feel comfortable calling yourself a step-parent just yet. Your relationship with your future step-kid begins the day you meet that kid, even if you don't consider yourself their step-parent and probably won't for who knows how long. So prepare yourself. Just like no expectant parent would sit around waiting for that nursery to remodel itself, get ready. To help with that, I hope you will come and join me at StepmomCon 2025, hosted by my friend Kristen from Stepmomming on October 6th through the 8th. This free summit brings together over 20 incredible experts to share tools, stories, and solutions that can help you navigate step parenting with less stress and redefine the role in a way that works for you. For my part, I will be presenting on how to lovingly disengage from your stepkids and sharing 3 tips to get you started. To be completely honest with you, I don't love participating in these kinds of things. In fact, I usually turn them down because I think their advice is too vanilla and the speakers tend to gloss right over the actual pain points most step-parents have. But when I saw Kristen's speaker lineup and the presentation schedule, I was like, whoa. Honest step-parenting resources. Fucking finally. And because Kristen is a type A queen, she even put together a quiz to help you narrow down which presentations are going to help you the most. So please do not wait to educate yourself on step-parenthood as much as possible. Tackle sticky issues while they are small. Ask important foundational questions earlier rather than later. Questions like, so how do you envision my role with your kid? The more you know about the complexities of stepfamily life, the more you're setting yourself up for success, and by extension, the rest of your blended family too. If you're looking for some real strategies and heartfelt support from other folks who have gone through this shit themselves and actually get it, I hope to see you over at StepmomCon. If you're listening to this by podcast, please check the show notes for links to sign up for your free ticket, along with a link to the full transcript of this post over on Substack. We would love to see you there.